Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Or very possibly for the first time.
Yes, here we are, back again. Spring has sprung. The mosquitoes are here, at least in my garage. I literally have an incense. I have a mosquito incense going in my garage. Yeah, it says outdoor, but I'm in. Well, I am kind of outdoors, but if you see me...
I want to invest in one of those... I've seen it like... the garage screens, like, you know, where they fold down the
those look. I see those on Instagram.
I know, that's what I saw too. Maybe it's like we're on the same algorithm.
Yeah. So if you see me just like fucking pass out, you text my wife, be like, the incense got Chip. He had a chemical reaction. It's effective, I'll say. Yeah. It took down something the size of Chip. It should be good. Yeah. We had birthday.
Actually, I was thinking like you pass out and like you knock the camera down and now you just have some mosquitoes like eating you while you're unconscious. That would be the
wake up like fucked up. Oh man, nothing's worse. Mosquitoes are just. There's certain things that like, you know, I understand from an evolutionary perspective and like a circle of life. Why some things are necessary, but like mosquitoes, do we? What are they? Or something like that. I know they're feeding some lizards and frogs and shit, and that's how they got DNA in Jurassic Park. So I understand they do provide some value.
There we go. There we go. We have to recreate some animals.
But,
Resurrect.
Yeah.
De-extinct.
De-extinct them. We've done that a few times, or not. Not de-extinct them, but like endangered. Brought them off the endangered list.
They're trying to de-extinct some animals, and I saw that. The mammoth.
I'm not. I'm just like a little bit like, do we really want to start going down this path?
I think, like the mammoth, I was like, why? And they had some theory about, since the ice caps are... the tundra is starting to melt, so the vegetation is starting to grow. It'll kind of get out of hand, so they want the mammoths to go up there and kind of eat the vegetation to just slow that down.
Interesting.
As long as they don't, let's bring back the saber-tooth tiger to combat the mammoth. I'm like, all right, time out.
Oh, the slippery... yeah, it's a slippery slope thing.
If they start doing something for the apex predator, I'm like, time out. Okay, stop.
Like, hold on, we have too many saber-tooth tigers. Let's bring back the Neanderthal. And they can start hunting the saber-tooth tigers.
Migrating to warmer climates. We got to bring back dinosaurs. Yeah. T-Rex.
Let's do it. Let's go full jump right to T-Rex. Or when does King Kong come into play? Or Godzilla? When's Godzilla coming into play?
Wow. We saw it live. Well, Jeffrey, not live, but Jeffrey had a birthday party.
Oh,
with his friends.
His birthday, right? A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And my son just had
his birthday on the 2nd, but we celebrated. Well, we did like his party with his friends this last Saturday because the weekend before his birthday was like spring break, so it was like a coin flip whether he wants to be here, or, shit like that. So we're like, we'll just
12.
Yeah, 12.
Oh my god,
I know.
Fuck. I remember when you text me. He's here. Blah blah. I remember like getting that text, like, "Oh man, Cerny's a dad now." Yeah, and here we are now, a couple old fogies. Yeah. What does a 12-year-old want to do for his birthday? Pokemon? Bust some packs?
Oh yeah, we ripped some packs.
Nice.
He was ripping packs. He had a couple of friends. So there was two friends I already knew, like I met before, but there was this other kid I didn't know, and his name was Cameron, and so he came over, and I was like, "Oh, hey, you, Cameron." And so Robin answered the door because usually she's the one that meet and greets.
Mm-hmm. She's the PR department for your house.
She tries to keep me locked into
the
basement like sloth.
Not a horrible idea.
Throw me Baby Ruth every so often. Yeah. So she's like, the mom dropped him off, and she's like, I don't know this Cameron. And, I said, I don't know. It's Jeffrey's friend. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then the mom dropped him off, and she was like, do I know you? So my wife said that. I was like, I can like overhear it, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I swear we know you. Like, they were doing this. She's like, well, I see you at the gym. And my wife had said something before, like, I know this lady from somewhere.
Oh.
Now, granted, I went at the gym when she says it, I just kind of like look up and look back down. So it's like,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. So usually it's like, I don't know. I don't care. I don't know what that is. So they're talking, and ended up being that Jeffrey went to preschool with this kid. They didn't even know it.
Oh. Wow.
Like, they pulled it out. Like, she dug out some old picture of the preschool. And like, fucking hey, that's it right there.
Wow.
So we had a new kid now. He was into Pokemon because he was talking to Jeffrey about Pokemon cards and stuff.
Nice.
And James.
Jeffrey flexes collection on him.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey was flexing hard.
Nice.
He was flexing hard. Now Jeffrey always has to bring up the angst that he has with James, or his beef with James and his old collection that is missing.
Oh, the OG collection.
OG, yeah. Especially when we went to Fire and Ice, and James was like, I had this card, and Jeffrey's like looking at the dollars, and he's like, well, James, like, he was like disgusted.
He was appalled at the.
So
it's just floating. It's floating around in the lost zone somewhere.
Yeah. And this kid's like, so he was talking about, James had Sabrina's Gengar and Dark Dragonite. He was telling him, he's like, the originals? I was like, yeah, the originals. He's like, he had the originals. I was like, kid, that's all we had at the time. We are the first edition.
We are the original.
He's like, he didn't keep them. I was like, no. I mean, he tried. He's like, but why wouldn't he put it? I said, we didn't know back then. That was brand new.
Is there a chance like your parents like stashed it somewhere, or your parents like?
Yeah, I mean, there is a chance. Because Jeffrey's like, if I find it, I'm keeping it. I was like, oh yeah, finders keepers.
Yeah. Sit them in, get some PSA 10s in there, hopefully.
Yeah. So they met over here, and then we drove over to the movies over here. And like I said before, these kids don't know the pain of the old school movies with the fucking red seats and the
yeah. Like it wasn't a plush luxury. The word luxury didn't exist anywhere in the movie theater to describe the experience.
No. You had to get there. You had to get there 30 minutes, 45 minutes before to get a good seat.
Yeah. And this whole thing like, oh yeah, just pick your seats ahead of time and it reclines and they got beer. And
I mean, don't worry. I helped myself to a beer while I was there.
Nice.
But so we went and we saw Godzilla. That was he was dying.
Godzilla X is the movie?
Godzilla X Kong, I think it is.
Okay. I think I've heard good things about this movie.
It actually, so my dad had warned me. He saw it the weekend before.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, I think it's a good movie. He goes, it's a fun movie. Just discredit, when the people are talking, just discredit anything they say because it's fucking stupid. He has this, rightfully so, he has a beef with the Hollow Earth. There's a...
I don't know.
Earth is hollow. Where that's where King Kong's domain, his true domain is underneath the surface in Hollow Earth. Where there's plants and all these there's plants and all these animals are thriving, but it's without the sun.
So there's no molten core. There's no molten core. It's hollow.
Or it's it's miles down in the crust. I don't know. It's just they call it Hollow Earth. That's where. So that's where King Kong's domain is. Basically, it's they did it so they can separate Godzilla's domain's the surface, and then Kong's is the Hollow Earth. They don't cross boundaries, kind of thing. Oh,
King Kong. I would have thought that the gorilla would have been up top, and Godzilla is kind of like a lizard or something, sort of. But it's reversed.
Yeah. It's reversed.
Wow,
it's reversed. Godzilla's up top.
Okay, and then where's the Meg? He's in the waters, the megalodon.
So there was a new bad guy, and there was a Scar King, I think it was, which is like
wow.
It's like a kind of like a King Kong, but he's like a cross between a chimpanzee and an orangutan, kind of a thing.
Oh, geez, they're just going crazy with all these hybrid beasts.
Oh yeah, and they had like he was controlling some I can't remember his name, kaiju or something like that. Some dragon lizard guy that has frost breath, kind of a thing.
Wow. But the movie, what would you rate it as on the, what do you give
it was
on
fun. So I would say
meter?
like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. My dad was right. I mean, some of the dialogue was like, get out of here.
A little cringy.
You know, yeah. But like it was a lot of action with the monster, which is perfect for a 12-year-old.
It's what you want from a Godzilla movie.
Yeah, go see Godzilla King Kong. I want to see Godzilla and King Kong. I don't really want to see like what was that?
Like
Godzilla?
love interest.
Bryan Cranston. You know the one with Bryan Cranston, the Godzilla that was like 2014, where it's like Godzilla's on the fucking screen like 15 minutes.
Cloverfield.
Total.
That
yeah,
one.
Something I forget. Yeah, it's like boo.
Boo. Yeah, they've taken. I feel like that's one of those that is always going to get. Some new director always has a different take on it. Yeah. It'll never be settled. It will always be rebooted constantly.
Because they're already talking. Because Jeffrey's like, are they going to make another one? No, it depends how it does in the box office.
Yeah.
If it kills, you goddamn right there.
Absolutely. And then go out to lunch or dinner or something.
We went to dinner. You want to go to Buckhorn's because they have the best mac and cheese. So we went there.
Oh, okay.
Now we did call an audible because it was like, my wife's like, everyone's done eating, and she's like, well, no one's getting picked up till like 8 o'clock, and it was like 5:30.
Had some time to kill.
And I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna be over at our house for 2.5 hours. She's like, at least, and they're all amped up. So by a stroke of luck, Dave and Buster's Folsom just opened up.
Oh my gosh. Fucking score, dude.
Right next to Buckhorns. I said, fuck it. Let's take them there. I'll pay the extra money.
What? Yeah, just put like $30, $20 on each kid. Let them go blow it.
Yeah, just say, go for it. And they were there for a few hours,
Nice.
Ran around. I mean, I got myself some game cards, and we, Rob and I usually battled air hockey or, the old people games,
Yeah. But those old people games are the most bang for your buck. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, because we played Pac-Man, like a giant Pac-Man, you're like on that thing and stuff.
Yeah. Nice. Any fucking mosquitoes, dude, they're after me. My instance is still going, though. Anyone cash in any tickets?
Yeah, they did it on a card now. So it's like basically like you swipe your card
to
pay the game, and they put the tickets on the card, and then they do it at the end.
Like, remember when you would go, you would be having like bundles of tickets that you would just carry up, and they wouldn't count them, they would weigh them. Or
someone would do the machine where you have to feed it, and it would like shred them and stuff.
I don't remember that.
I remember those too.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, the card makes a lot of sense. Save the trees.
Yeah, it's easier. I was like, okay. So, and then you don't have to be like, hey, those are my tickets, or those are,
you hit a jackpot, it just starts just sending tickets out. Nice. Well, that I mean, Dave and Buster's you can kill easy. Oh
yeah, I came back and they were here for 30 more minutes, and then
perfect.
Parents started to show up. Now one kid did stay. He's like, one kid spent the night.
Oh, nice.
My wife had put the foot down on everybody. She's like, no.
Because they start asking.
Well, yeah, she had made the thing before. Like, no.
Oh, okay.
We're not. I'm not having 4 or 5 kids running around my house at midnight.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't. Is it? How do you play? Does the kid that's spending the night? You got to kind of keep it on the DL. You don't want to make the other kid.
He just had a backpack, and he put all stuff in his backpack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they were quiet, so it wasn't too bad.
Probably just staying up playing video games or something.
Yeah, video games and YouTube. They were doing the usual.
Yeah. Oh, it's relatively harmless, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were loud. I mean, I think it was like. I mean, I fell asleep. It was like 11 o'clock. I was like, I'm calling it. I'm tired.
Yeah. I mean, they're inside, so it's like the damage is relatively minimal.
Yeah. And like we have stuff on our, on my doors and stuff that it makes a bloop bloop if you open it. So.
Oh right, yeah. Oh yeah, they're like trying to they're gonna go out in the hot tub or something.
They did do that. They asked, like, "Can we go in the hot tub?" But knock yourself out.
Yeah, nice.
Just close the lid because they always leave the lid open.
And then then your heating bill is going to be a little higher.
Oh, it's always they did it last time where I was like they were in the hot tub and they got out and forgot to close the lid, and then like I was going to bed and I was like, why is it so loud out there? And I could see like the glow of the control panel. And I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go back out in the dark.
Nothing is worse when you're like cozied in bed.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have to, there's something that you have to go throw the covers off and like start that again.
Yep. I'm diving in. I look, I'm like, why is this so loud? And I look, I was like, God damn it.
And you're like, fuck. Mine is, you're old too when I'm sure I don't know, maybe this is happening too, maybe not. But like now, like I can barely go the full night without having to wake up to take a piss.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm like, this is when I don't want to be taking a piss. So now I'll like lay in bed. I'm like, hold on, I haven't done my my pre-bedtime like go and try to get all my piss out. Trying to make it through the night.
Empty the tank real quick. Right?
My old man, let me go to bed. I got to go drain that thing to if I can. So that way, hopefully, I can make it.
So it starts dribbling out.
Yeah, it's like forcing it, but or I'll be about to settle off, and then you kind of you feel like I'm like, oh shit, I got to take a piss, but then you throw the covers off. It's brutal.
Yeah, especially it's like
or
it's like 45 minutes before you have to wake up. You're like, God damn,
that's the worst. I think that's probably the worst because you probably should just get up because your body's kind of like in a more awake state, but it's also really warm, and I always am like, I'll just go back to sleep, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Piss the bed like a fucking like a kid. So I end up always taking the getting up. I guess. Does that mean our prostates weakening, Cerny? Do we need to get that checked? I don't know what. I think this is just a natural aging thing, right?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Okay. Nothing to be alarmed about. Hopefully.
I hope not.
Well, I guess we're both equally unalarmed, I suppose. Yeah, weigh in. If we need to get our sphincters checked or something, let us know. I guess that is coming up too.
Oh boy.
Not the there's the prostate exam, and then there's the full on colonoscopy where they like put the camera up there and shit, right?
Oh fuck yeah.
I think that one's a little bit more invasive.
Yeah, I would say.
I think the prostate's like just a finger or two.
Yeah, a finger, not a whole camera.
That's fine.
Camera crew not going up your ass.
I can handle the finger. Like, Doc, I'm good for up to 3. Whatever you need. Camera? I don't know. DSLR? Hopefully, maybe like a GoPro. something slim. But that one you have to. Do they kind of put you under a little bit?
Yeah, it's like
okay.
Mild anesthesia or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oof. But you always read those stories like, oh, I'm glad I got it. Oh, it's not recommended till you're like 55, and I got it done when I was 45, and they caught it early. And
yeah, I think they've actually rolled that one back to like 48 or something like that now, or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, if you are taking any sort of, first of all, if you're just taking any advice from us, shame on you. If it's medical advice, holy shit. If it's medical advice, holy shit. What are you doing, man?
To look around.
Yes.
They have a little bit of self-reflection.
Yes. This is not a good life choice to take medical advice from us. Yeah, I think one thing I am going to go do is get you like your moles checked for skin cancer. I think that's something that I think is a worthy time investment.
Oh yeah, because it's always something so simple.
Yeah, and I'm outside, like running. It's kind of easy, but I think they kind of look at stuff, and I don't know what they're looking for, but
I don't know.
I don't know either. So
Beats me.
I try to wear sunscreen.
But yeah, Jeffrey was definitely playing, and now he's got his Pokemon collection going.
Nice.
He is asking when Super coming down so he can. Well, first he's gonna be flexing on you.
That's fine. I just am starting my collection.
So, but he's also, I think he's excited too because he's like Charlie and
they're really into it.
So he gets to be like the resident expert,
Oh, okay. A little knowledge flex.
Yes.
Now, we do need to make this happen. We should do something.
Oh yeah, I was like, we can sling some pizzas in the Oni again.
Put you to work. I got absolutely fucking put on notice by my wife. Said, because last year I didn't even bust the Uni out. Work was so busy, like it didn't happen. And she's like, you need to get that thing out again.
Get that thing back out.
We need it. So I've been put on notice.
I slang some Za on Sunday.
But yours is like out all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mine's not. Okay. Yeah.
So I was slinging some Za. Trying to do a New York style crest.
Oh, you're making your own doughs?
Yep.
Okay. It doesn't. It seems like a lot of effort, but once you just kind of do it, it actually doesn't really take that amount of time.
Probably take me more effort to go to the store and get it than just whip it out. Because it's just like basically it's like flour, a little bit of yeast, sugar, salt, and the New York way is you put a little bit of olive oil in it.
Yeah, I do that sometimes with some of my doughs.
And water. That's it.
Yeah. Which Uni do you have? Have you upgraded beyond the same one that you've had?
I saw the pellets and stuff. I got it down to where it's like I get it roaring hot, and then I let it die down a little bit, and then I'll put the pizza on.
Okay.
Because I was having it with the fire, and it was like burning the top, and then the dough was still.
It was always hard. Like the first one or two would be good, and then it would get to it's a lot. It's a little bit of a skill to kind of manage the heat in that thing. But back to the Pokemon, I saw today that the Pokemon World Championship is coming to San Francisco in 2026 at the Moscone Center.
Oh,
13,000 people expected on the Pokemon tournament. $4 million prize for top.
Oh shit!
So, time to start building a deck for Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, you got the hitters. Let's piece it together.
Yeah,
but he was like, I told him, I was like, oh, Shiver plays. And I was like, I told him about his Charizard. He's like, I'm not taking that out of my case.
Dude, raw dog it, man. Take it out of the case, no sleeve. Just raw dog that, right?
Yeah, he was like, I'm not taking it out of the case. He's like, looked at me like I was insane. I was like, how you don't want to play
hilarious.
Like, no.
Imagine playing, you have all these sleeves and you just have a huge, like, PSA graded card.
Like,
a brick.
What's he going to play next?
Where is this card sitting?
Takes his graded cards.
That's funny.
Throwing down slabs.
Oh, that's pretty good. We went to the card shop again. It was my son's birthday on Monday.
Oh,
just a couple days apart. So last weekend they shook me down multiple times to go to the card shop.
It happens to me all the time.
Yeah. And I'm like, we're going there, and now it's like, oh, it's not just a pack each or two. It's like, well, I want a pack. There had some new box.
Oh yeah,
that they sell, like, what was it called? Tournament Championship Booster Deck or something like this. Yep. Like special sleeves with cool like illustrations on the back, 6 booster packs, some special dice. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And It's like pink, and my daughter's like, I want that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, how much is that? They're like $40. I'm like,
Yep.
I did inquire. I said, how much for a box? So the box is brings it down to $3.50 a pack.
Okay.
Just I think what you were telling me last time. Yeah, for 36.
Okay, yeah.
36 packs.
So you got to learn when Jeffrey's talking, he'll say booster, which is the 36.
Oh.
Or ETB, Elite Trainer Box, which has like usually like 9 or 10 packs in it.
Oh. And that's the one with the sleeves in it too?
The sleeves and the dice.
Okay.
And it comes with like a special illustration Pokemon
okay.
promo card.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so they had some of those too. Those look cool. I see that. I'm like, oh, I want some cool sleeves on my. Some cool sleeves.
Oh, I think in the box we have, I think I showed you. There's sleeves up the ass out there in that one too.
Oh, because he's been getting those, and I guess he doesn't use the sleeves for like.
He doesn't use all the sleeves, and
okay,
he likes the clear sleeves, like
the penny sleeves. Yeah,
yeah, because he wants to.
Nice.
I told because Joe was talking. I was talking to Joe. He was here Friday. Dropped off some goodies for me.
Nice.
He had some barrels I could use. So he was talking to me about Jeffrey and his cars. I was like, said, he would be the worst if he worked for like PSA or something. Like if there's Joe? Like no Jeffrey, because he's like Hawkeye. And he has a jeweler slip.
Oh shit, he's going fucking like
yeah, he could look. He's like if he sees like. Even if it's cut, and it's like if you look at it like at an angle where you can kind of see the white on the cardboard, not a 10. I'm like Jeffrey.
Is there a template or something that he can kind of get like a pretty decent gauge on it?
He just like,
or it's just the corners or what?
Corners. He looks at the centering. Like there was something he was looking on eBay the other day and. There's his card, and he was like, someone was trying to sell something. He was just showing me. He was just cruising. He was like, look at. So this card raw is like, it was like $63 because he looked it up on the pricing thing.
Wow.
I was like, okay. He's like, but if it's 10, it's like 200 or 190 or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, it's, and then like a 7's like 45, like it goes in that order.
Interesting.
So he was telling me about it, and he's like, I would never pay that $63 for this card. I was like, well, it could be a 10. He's like, no, look at the card. And I was like, looking at it, I was like, I don't see any like white marks or nothing. He's like, it's not centered. I was like, looking, I was like, it was like, it wasn't, I mean, after I started like staring at it, like, no, it was like off center a little bit. He's like, yeah, that's automatic 9. The best you could do is a 9. I was like, okay.
Damn. I guess if they're grading it, they like probably have a millimeter ruler and like checking that it's.
Yeah, they said there's like a little bit of slack. It doesn't have to be dead center, but I mean, if Jeffrey's working there, it better be fucking to the.
Bullseye, huh? It's got to be a bullseye for him.
The 32nd of an inch, otherwise it's automatic 9.
Well, we should definitely do something. You know, we could go to like a River Cats game or something.
Ooh.
Home of the Oakland, the A's.
The A's.
The future home of the A's.
I was talking to my dad about that. He brought up a good point because I was laughing, making fun of him. He's like, it's pathetic. He goes, no, I am kind of liking it. I was like, for what reason? He's like, so when they play the Giants, I just got to drive to fucking Sacramento.
Yeah. Like, that's now the Oakland Athletics, the fucking owner is just... He's a cock.
John Fisher. Yeah.
He is a cock. And he is just a piece of shit. He doesn't know about his team. He doesn't care.
He just wants to make money.
He just wants money. So anyway, the A's are going to play for, is it 3 seasons?
25 through 27, yeah.
Oh my God. In Sacramento at the Sacramento River Cats Stadium, which is a AAA stadium. Now... We've played on this stadium, Cerny. We played a couple games there in high school, like some of the championship and like the league playoff games. You get to play on the stadium. It's like such a cool experience. You're in high school. You're playing on like this, very professional thing. Nice. Yeah, it is. But now in the media, the stadium's getting fucking raked. it's just getting like, oh, they don't have this, and this. I'm like, yeah, it's a minor league fucking ballpark. It's a AAA thing, and you're like putting it on a standard of the major league, and it's not a fair criticism.
No.
But I gotta say, we went to a River Cats game the other day. It was a good time. The price is right. The atmosphere is good. It's pretty chill. So maybe we go over there. We can hang out, look at Pokemon cards in the parking lot, smoke a spliff, walk over. go on like $5 beer day or whatever.
Ooh, $5 beer day. I'll take that.
I don't know if that's a thing or not, but yeah.
I'll wait for him to bring back 10-cent beer night. I'm in.
Oh my God. And I went on the game I went to, they can challenge balls and strikes.
Oh, that's right, because they could do they're testing out their stuff, right?
The pitch came in, boom, catcher like turns around, he's like challenge, and the umpire time goes out, the umpire's challenging it. The game stops for literally 10 seconds. They look at the scoreboard, it shows it. It's like that was a strike. Or they overturn it or whatever, and then they get right back to it.
Oh shit.
It was quick. Fucking Angel Hernandez would be out of a job. God. He would be. So I don't know why that's not at the major league level yet. I mean, I do know why, but
Union.
Yeah, union. I don't know.
They should just, for me, bottom line is they should just hold the umpires accountable. If you're fucking horrendous,
yeah,
then you need to be held accountable.
There's scorecards that are public, and it's all tracked by computers. Like, this isn't someone like, using judgment. And if you are not to a certain standard, just like in your fucking job that me and you have,
yeah,
if
I know.
you're
I
not
have a scorecard.
performing, you fucking lose your job because you're bad at it. So why? Yeah, I don't know.
And he's a dick about it too. He's always he makes a horrible call and people yell at him, and then he doubles down. Instead of like thinking like, well, maybe I did blow that one, like, or maybe maybe it was.
Did I send you the John Boy that he did? So there was some swing that the batter check swinged it, and it hit him in his hand, like grazed his hand, and the batter was like, oh, and Angel Hernandez goes, no, like waves off foul. And they're like, no, it's not a foul. It hit him. The manager goes to challenge. And then Angel Hernandez is like, no, he swung at it. So you can't challenge if he swung or not. Like, that's not a challengeable thing. So the challenge couldn't happen. But then they slowed it down, and he fucking closed his eyes when they zoomed in, and he's like,
the bat didn't even really. It's not like, where it's like where it's close, where it's like where it crosses into the plane of the plate. It didn't even do that. Yeah. He just checked his swing.
Yeah, he flinched. He didn't even. It wasn't even.
Yeah,
yeah. It was.
It didn't even break off his shoulder. Realistically,
no. It was. What do you? And just what does his coworkers think? Like, what are the other umpires that are like, oh God, I got to work with this fucking guy again?
I think it was AJ Hinch, right? Because of the Tigers.
Yeah,
I would probably be tossed. I'm like, look at the fucking scoreboard. In what world is that a strike or a swing? None.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how's this guy employed, but whatever.
I mean, shit.
But anyway, go River Cats.
When they it reminds me of like some of these old fucks, and they're always like, we need to bring back the old school baseball and shit like that.
Yeah, taking people out at second base, like blowing people's knees up. And shit.
Yeah. It's like, well, how far do you want to go back? Because I think Babe Ruth like fucking knocked an umpire out at one point, like fucking punched him in the fucking head for calling something. Yeah,
he's like batting and had a fucking cigar in his mouth or something.
Or he's like knocked out unconscious for like 5 minutes and then woke up and was like, all right, let's roll. Took the field. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's like, you sit there and you think like, okay, can Angel Hernandez would he ever survive in that? No, I think he'd be
he would be assaulted. Yes, assault would happen.
Probably with a bat.
I don't with any of those people that's like, oh, we need to go back to the old, that's just I put those type of people on the pay no mind list. Because if that's what you're thinking, then fucking get out of my way. But I'm all about progress here in this world. But yeah. So maybe River Cats. We can do a little Pokemon. What should I to thank your son for? I saw the photo you sent as well. I show my wife. She's like, you can't show the kids because they will get too. Like it's too good of a get. Like you can't show them; they're going to get too hyped, and they'll be disappointed that it's not going to happen. So, what should we bring them? A couple packs? What would be a nice?
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you put some big cards in there.
Nice.
The thing weighs like a fucking 10 pounds.
Jesus. What do they recommend at the card shops? Because I see, well, you get all these garbage mons. How many fucking Pidgeys?
Oh God!
What do you do? What do you do with those cards? You save some of them, I get it, but you don't need 10 fucking trash Pidgeys.
Jeffrey trashes them after a while.
He just throws them in the trash.
Throws them away.
I guess recycle them or something.
He's like, "Fuck, I'm throwing it away."
Said, yeah, give them away on Facebook Marketplace to some other.
Maybe we could do that too. Yeah, it's less wasteful.
Yeah. Okay. And can you transact? Is he buying singles on
like eBay?
He's like bidding on them still. That one app that you were using.
Whatnot? Yeah.
Okay. Because that one app that I use for the scoring, it has pricing, and you could go purchase them too through there.
Oh yeah. Whatnot you can get like. It's just like somebody like a card guy, and he's like sells them. The card shop here, they do Whatnot. On the side, like after hours, whatever.
Okay.
I don't think he does Pokemon. Usually, he does like sports. That's bigger for him, but
gotcha.
Or they'll do like what was Jeffrey looking at the other day?
Like action figures and that kind of shit.
Yeah, you can do Funko Pops and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's like collectible stuff.
Collectibles.
There was something Jeffrey was looking at the other day. Oh, it was like a mystery bag. Like you pay $50 and it's like.
Oh, I think those things are always scams.
Oh, I know. He was like, what are the odds? I was like, well, probably not very much. If he's putting like fossil, like he was telling me like you can get a fossil or a base set. I was like, how much is a base set going for? Like not a first edition, but let's just say a base set.
Yeah.
He's like, at least $500. I said, a pack? He's like, yeah. I was like, I said, how much are you charging for those? He's like, $50. He's like, 1 in 20, buddy.
Yeah. If that. Yeah, I mean, like, sure, he puts together 100 of these gift things and he throws one packet, and he technically can say that you do have a chance because you do.
Yeah,
but
do.
Like, it's not a good one.
No, because he's
not a good one.
He was trying to get. He saw something, and he's like, "I got." I'm sure you get the kids with the what ifs, and it's like,
yeah,
what if we won the lottery? Like the 1.3, it was like a commercial or whatever it was. I think I made a comment to my wife. I was like, "Oh, lottery's at 1.3. Better get our ticket." Just talking nonsense. And so then he's like, "What if we win?" He's like, first he asked, "Would you go to work?" I was like, "Hell no." I would disappear in the night, and they would never know. So then he was like, "Well, would we buy Pokemon cards?" I was like, "Yeah, we can get some Pokemon cards." Like, what do we get? Like, he was like that. And then he starts going with like, "We buying a first edition, black label Charizard." He starts going with the thing.
Totally. Yeah, like we get a couple packs. I think.
Yeah,
I think we could swing a couple packs.
He's like, "We'll get the first edition. You can get a first edition blister pack." And I was like, "How much is that?" He's like, $7,000. I was like.
Damn.
I was like, God, I wish I still had those. Fuck.
Wow. And the packs used to say first edition on them, right?
They showed somebody showed the difference of them. I mean, Jeffrey could tell me the crimp's longer and it says different writing on the bottom. I don't know.
Wow.
Jeffrey told me.
I remember because we used to have to go to the Sunrise Mall because that was the closest mall. But I remember when whatever whatever the first like run of cards was, the second one, I think it was like a leaf, had some more jungle. I remember when that came out.
Oh yeah, I remember when they first came out. You used to get them at like, you can get them like Albertsons for like, you know, a little section for like $1.99.
Yeah. Man,
I swear it was Albertsons. Like, we would stop by Albertsons and get them. The house in Albertsons was still in Northern California.
Yeah. Well, Cerny, we just got hit on that lottery, and then maybe we could buy the A's.
Oh yeah, turn a profit and actually put out a winner.
Oh man, just think it very little amount of in relative speaking for how much money this person has. Very limited investment to like make a lot of people happy, but he just doesn't care. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway. Well, you know we care because we're bringing you hot, fresh fucking content every week.
Every week.
In and out for the most part. But, yeah. That's we care. That's why we're here. But we're putting a bow on
the
this.
fraction of the net worth is
a fraction. Like not even a blip on this dude's radar. But anywho, that'll do it for this week. Go get your colonoscopy and your prostate checked if you're of age. Look it up first. Don't take our word for it.
Don't take our word for it.
Yeah, and then tell us what that is so we can make sure we're on top of our health. But until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.